Namaste. Okay. Yoga Sutras first. Okay. So today is Sutra 14 of Book 1. It's short and it's fuzzy. Okay. Namaste. Yeah, sorry. Santu 딜카깡 딜카깡라 나이라는 딸이야 사득깡라 세비또 드르터무 드르터 부미흐 딜카깡라 세비또 니라는 따라 세비따흐 사득깡라 세비따흐 따파상 브라흐마짜리에노 비디아양 셔라드타양 짠 삼빵디따흐 사득깡라바는 드르터 부미팔 밀 사득깡라바는 드르터 부밀 파바띠 사득깡라바는 드르터 부밀 파바띠 비우트타나 삼스깡아레노 드라기띠에바나 비푸다 비쇼양 이띠알타흐 나마소떼. But this becomes confirmed. When it has been cultivated for a long time and uninterruptedly and with earnest attention. When it has been cultivated for a long time, cultivated without interruption and carried out with self-castigation and with continence and with knowledge and with faith, in a word, with earnest attention, becomes confirmed. In other words, it is not likely to have its object suddenly overpowered by an emergent subliminal impression. It's either too loud or too soft. Okay. Mic check. Okay, better. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's yoga. Now, next up is Bhagavatam. I'm supposed to be 2 inches to 6 inches. I gotta get that in my head somehow. Okay, Bhagavatam. Mic test. It's okay. This is like okay. So I'm gonna try to jive with this. All right. So next up, Bhagavatam. Today is Book 2, Chapter 26. Okay. $26. All right, 4 long shlokas. Namaste. Roju Richa Cham, Roju Richa Chamso, Banavada Banu, Banavanu, Banavada Banu Shuyoto, Banavada Banu Shuyoto, Banavada Banu Shuyoto, Devayanan Nida, Devayanan Da Mat Piasat, Devayanan Nida, Devayanan Da, Devayanan Nida, Devayanan Da Mat Piasat. Suprang viride banabata paratusu. Suprang viride banabata paratusu. Tushitaram Yajveda Yajiol vi Pajanati Pojanam Yajasavan Viram Pram Vihi Manayato Param Padram Manaha Karanoshavan Paratraturiem Havisha Karanoshavan Supago Yatan Sasi Brahmanos Patteraba Brahmanos Patteraba Puranui Mahe Sa Ijijanena Sa Vishan Sa Janamana Sa Putraiva Jam Parate Tana Nirapiha Devanam Yahu Vitarama Vivan Sati Shraddhatamana Habishwa Brahmanas Patima Yo Asamai Hai Bial Krutta Hai Bial Krutta Vada Pira Hai Bial Krutta Vada Pira Vitat Brahm Tam Prajan Nayati Brahmanas Patiha Urushuyati Mamhaso Rakushati Rishomho Rishom Hochi Rishom Hochi Dasama Uruchakrira de Puttaha. Namaste. Okay. 26. The righteous singer shall overcome his enemies, and he who serves the gods subdue the godless men. The zealous man shall vanquish the invincible. The worshipper share the food of him who worships not. Worship thou, hero, chase the arrogant afar. Put on auspicious courage for the fight with foes. Prepare oblation so that thou mayest have success. We crave the favoring help of Brahmanosapati. He with his folk, his house, his family, his sons gains booty for himself, and with the hero's wealth, who with oblation and a true believing heart serves Brahmanosapati, the father of the gods. Whoso hath honored him with offerings rich in oil, him Brahmanosapati leads forward on his way, saves him from sorrow, frees him from his enemy, and is his wonderful deliverer from woe. Okay. Next up is the Upanishad. Oh, and I forgot to do something. And I can't find the Upanishads. Like, multiple things happen at once. So nothing, when things happen, they all happen at once. See, it's almost like you don't have time to like prepare it. But I do the best I can. I even try against Gaima. I go against, oh no, the Gaima's here. Okay, I'm gonna try my best. Right, so why I can't find it. Okay, here we go. No, I can't do that. And give me 1 minute here. I need to set up my stuff. I mean, it seems like maybe I'm just not good at certain things, like setting up stuff, all this like technical stuff. Like, I'm not good at it. My profession used to be a professional extra for major Hollywood films and TV shows. And nothing less than A+ movies. You know, nothing, not even B+. Maybe in my earlier days, maybe, but not after I became professional extra. So yeah, I don't know how to do this technical crap. I mean, I tell myself I could do it, but it's just not my talent dealing with all this like tech. I try though. I try very, very hard. And you know, some people just want to say that they're not good in math just so that they're with the crowd that are not good in math but are still cool. I tried. I really, really tried. It seems like, okay, now I got the thing. This is just not my crap. I mean, this is just not my stuff. Like, just, it's, you know, coming from like an acting background, this is like trying to play with needles. Okay, here we go. Book 1, chapter 13. And can I get the windows? This should be 260. And my keyboard doesn't even listen. What the frick is going on? Wow. Oh, it's only 90. Why is it saying 260? Where's the 260? There's no 260. Ah, here, this one. I'm not using that one. Okay, so it's just time consuming, you know. Just because I don't know how to do all this technical stuff, setting up stuff. I only started streaming since July, so it's not even been a year. Very, very hard to learn. I feel like a dinosaur. I'm like, what is this crap? What am I doing? Okay, so today is book 2 in Upanishads. And chapter 1. Let's see how long this thing is. Wow, it's really short. Okay, here we go. Iti Tarayodashaha Kanundoha Iti Pratamotyayaha Deviti Yotyayaha Samasatasya Kalu Samana Upasana Satu Upasana Satu Yatakalu Satu. Oh, okay. Upasana Satu Yatakalu Satu. Like, I fucking hate that shit. I don't know who the fuck did that, but stupid. Tatama metya chakushate yada satu tada sameti taduta pyahuha samanayna mupagaditi satunayna mupagaditi eva tadahura samanayna mupagaditya satunayna mupagaditi eva tadahuha Atotam pyahuha sama no pateti yat satu pavati satu pateti evan tadahura sama no pateti yada satu pavatiya satu pateti evan tadahuha yang etadevam vidubana satu sameti upasate pyasho yang yadenam Yadena, sorry. I did it again, that fucking piece of shit. Sorry, it just, like, if you know, like, Aryan Sanskrit, if you know real Sanskrit, this is like graffiti. So I have no choice but to curse it. Yadena Satavo. No, another version because of that fucking shit. Yadena Satavo. Okay. And the third version because of that fucking shit. That red ink. Yadenam Satavo. Yadenam Satavo. Stupid shit. Taimar. Ja. Gacha Cheyurupa. Gacha Cheyurupa. Ja. Name Yuhu. Namaste. Yeah, they're just messing up an ancient text as if, someone had something to say 80,000 years after it was written. Piece of shit. Namaste. Like, you had an opinion after, this guy wrote it about 100,000 years ago, or he oral transmitted it, and you have something to say after 100,000 years? Stupid idiot. Namaste. 13th canon duo. The syllable how is this world. The syllable hai, the air. The syllable ata, the moon. The syllable iha, the self. The syllable, what the fuck is that? People don't know how to write. E, okay. The syllable E is Agni, fire. The syllable U is the sun. The syllable E. So there's two E's. Which one is the author trying to say? Oh, I already read this. You know what? Maybe I'm one behind. Oof, that's really bad, huh? All right, so I'm just gonna read this because I think I might have forgotten to read it when I did it. So I'm not even gonna. Yeah, just read it. The syllable U is the sun. The syllable E is the nihava or invocation. The syllable auhoi is the Vishvedevas. The syllable Hin is Pragapati. Spelled it wrong. Savarat is breath. The syllable Ya is food. The syllable Vang is Virag. The 13th Stobha syllable is the indistinct syllable. Hun is the undefinable. Speech yields the milk, which is the milk of speech itself to him who knows this Upanishad of the Sāmans in this wise. He becomes rich in food and able to eat food. Yeah, able to eat food. Okay, so now the one that I just read. Sorry. So somehow I got it mixed up. I don't know where. But I'm going to do the whole thing over again. And it's really not my fault. These people don't know what they're doing. Like messing me up with this red ink. Like the guy must have been born just to mess me up. That was his sole purpose for being born. Just to mess me up. Because you know why I say that? Because this is that important. This these Sanskrit texts are that important. You wanna mess around with it. I mean, that's like you wanna go to hell. Go to hell by yourself. Second prapataka. I apologize, but you know what? I don't apologize. I apologize and don't apologize at the same time. First kanundwa. Meditation on the whole of the Sāman is good, and people, when anything is good, say it is Sāman. When it is not good, it is not Sāman. Thus they also say he approached him with Sāman, that is becomingly, and he approached him without Sāman, that is unbecomingly. And they also say, truly this is Sāman for us, that is, it is good for us when it is good, and truly that is not Sāman for us, that is, it is not good for us when it is not good. If anyone knowing this meditates on the Sāman as good, depend upon it, all good qualities will approach quickly. That will become his own. I didn't understand this. If anyone knowing this meditates on the Sāman as good, depend upon it, all good qualities will approach quickly. That will become his own. Whatever. Moving on. My only job is to recite Sanskrit and read a translation, and I just hope that the translation and the text, the original Sanskrit text, is in text. That's all I care about. And humans are not spiritual. They are like anti-spiritual. Even the spiritual people are anti-spiritual. Like, I have no medicine. All right, so if you guys might hear me cursing a lot, I have nothing. I have no medicine. And since I'm not dealing with pure text, I'm dealing with crappy texts. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, I'm still gonna do what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Oh, this is Valmiki. All right, wrong book. Okay. Right, at least this one is a legit text. Nobody added anything to it. No red ink. Stupid people, man. Yeah, imagine yourself writing a book, like 50 years ago, and somebody said, you know what, I'm gonna write this here on your book. Except that, you wrote it 80,000 years ago, and somebody's trying to fix it 80,000 years later. They're fixing it, I have all the right to say, I have all the right to drop the F-bomb. Stupid piece of... Oh, sorry. Okay, so 15 was last time. 16 today. That's probably why a lot of religious people get this idea. Oh, there's somebody in there just purposely messing up texts. There's in that ashrama, the temple, and there's somebody there. There's their whole purpose of being there is mess up the ancient text. That's all I could think of. Or either that, or yeah, you know what? I apologize for my attitude. They didn't have money to carry on this thing. Money is that powerful. All the crappy text that I'm reading, there's no money funding it. There's no money involved. So of course I'm gonna, she need money to, support old ancient documents from 80,000 years ago. Humans, not so smart. Some cats are smarter than a lot of humans. Especially nowadays. Cats are fed up now. They're like, oh, humans cannot do their human stuff anymore. We must take over. And cats have a better sense of humor than human beings, and I don't know, man. Namaste. All right, so these are good texts. I'm not gonna swear. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 说的受天呀呵，说的受天呀呵。Brahmamupanjang iti tadaguru notam deshwam muninam yoga taiminam pratinanandiyam jagadedam bhikkhuntanilayo bipuha Shri Bhagavan Upanishad etang tang bashadang mahyam jayo vijaya evacham Kadalti Kurutya Mam Yaduvo Bahuvakrata Matikramam Yasudvata Yultruto Danunduo Pavada Pilmama Nuvrataihu Pavada Pilmama Nuvrataihu San Evanumatosama Pilmunayo Devadehalat Tadavahu Prasadaya Myadya Brahma Daivam Param Hi Me Dadati Dyat Makaratam Mani Dadati Dyat Makaratam Mani Yatasavapum Pira Satakaratam Yatasavapum Pira Satakaratam 야는 나마니 짜 그러흐노티 놓고 프로티에 그렇다 가시 소상 두번 다섯 다섯 길댐 소상 두번 다섯 다섯 길댐 하는띠 뜨바짜미 바마야흐 야시양 무르타 말라야샤흐 야시양 무르타 말라야샤흐 시라바노 바가하흐 사디야흐 puna티 자가당 시바빠짜드 비꾸는 터흐 자가당 시바빠짜드 비꾸는 터흐 소함 바바드 피양 우팔라브타 수틸 타길 띠샷치 치는 디앙 우팔라브타 수틸 타길 띠치는 디앙 우발라프타 수틸 타길 띠시치는 디앙 스반방 후마피 바흐 프라티코 라버르트티무 치치는 우발라프타 수틸 타길 띠시치는 디앙 스바바 후마피 바흐 프라티코 라버르트티무 야트세방영의 짜라너 바드마 바비트라네 짜라너 바드마 바비트라레눔 사디아흐 거샤땅 킬라말람 프라틸라프타시 라무 나 시리빌라크타마 나 시릴비라크타마피 맘 비자하티 야시야흐 프라쿠쇼라발탐 이따레 니야마느 파하는띠 나함 따타드미 야자마나 하빌비타넴 시치오 따드트 시치오 따드 크르타 플루타 마다느 시치오 따드 크르타 플루타 마다느 호타 풍음무 캐남 야드브라 흐마노시양 무카타시 짜로타 누칸 삼 무카타시 짜로타 누칸 삼 무카사시 짜라또 누칸 삼 두시터시양 마이야 바히타일 집 마이야 바히타일 니자카이 마파카이흐 예폼 비팔미야 하마카는더 비꾸는 터 요가 마야 비푸 띠라말랑은 크리라자흐. Wow, man. Good thing I'm doing this at the end. Okay, 37. Yes, many long shlokas. Okay. 타니아를 뺐다는 크리, 타니아를 뺐다는 크리 뚜라시. Wait, was that what I was? Nope. Where was I? Oh, here. Sorry. Therefore, 이팔미야 하마카는더 비꾸는 터 요가마야 비푸 띠라라말랑은 크리 라자흐. 예수엄 미팔미야 하마카는더 비꾸는 터 요가마야 비푸 띠라말랑은 크리 라자흐. 기리떠이흐. This is one word. Wow. Okay. 예수엄 비팔미야 하마카는더 비꾸는 터 요가마야 비푸 띠라말랑은 크리라자흐 기리떠이흐. 비팔미야 하마카는더 비꾸는 터 요가마야 비푸 띠라말랑은 크리라자흐 기리떠이흐. 비팔미야 하마카는더 비꾸는 터 요가마야 비푸 띠라말랑은 크리라자흐 기리떠이흐. One more. 비팔미야 하마카는더 비팔미야 하마카는더 비꾸는 터 요가마야 비푸디라말랑은 크리라자 흑기리 떠이허 비브람수 듣고 나 비셔했다 야더 한놈은 바흐 사디아흐 뿌너디 사하 짜는드라랄라마 lokka는 예메 다놀드 베자바라는 두하틸마디 양 푸다니아 라부타샤라노니 자 페다부드 티앙 드라쿠쇼에는 디아 드라쿠쇼에는 디아 카쿠쇼 따드로쇼 히아히마니아 바스타는 그렇더라 루쇼 마마 고샤는 디아 디다는 고샤는 디아 디다는 더네 고샤는 디아 디다는 더네 나는 더 네뚜허 고샤는 디아 디다는 더 네뚜허 예 브라흐마노는 마이 티양 고쇼이 빠돌 자야는 따흐 두쇼여드 들었다 두셔드 들으다흐 스미타수 토쿠시 땅 빠드마 바끄드랑 스미타수 토쿠시다 빠드마 바끄드랑 바누여 누라가깔라양 뜨마자 마드그르 너는 따흐 와우 바누여 누라가깔라야 뜨마자 마드 그르 너는 따흐 바누여 누라가깔라야 뜨마자 마드 바누여 누라가깔라야 뜨마자 가드 그르 너는 따흐 바누여 누라가깔라야 뜨마자 바드 그르 너는 따흐 바누여 누라가깔라야 뜨마자 가드 그르 너는 따흐 사문보다야는 띠야 하미방 하무방 허르따스따이흐 따는메 스바팔투라바상 야말라쿠쇼눈마노 스바팔투라바상 야말라쿠쇼마노 유시마드 비아티 그라마가팀 파르티파디안 사디아흐 푸요 마마는 비카미땅 다더누그라호메 야트카레파땅 마치라토 프르타열 비방사흐 브라하모방짱 아타 다시오 샤팀 데비 모로쇼이 굴리앙 사라스바티마 나스바디야 마니우 다시터남 투셔마트마 피아트르피아탐 사팀 피아다야 슈르는 바는 또 라크빔 굴발타가 흐바람 나마스테 비강 히야가 다감은 피람 sorry hello Rach Sanatani, thank you very much. Namaste. I have no medicine. I'm not gonna use my medicine until I heal, it looks like, or I'm gonna use it like once a week. And the second thing is I'm not gonna edit any of my videos anymore. I tried. My background is professional acting, so I tried for 9 months, trying to edit, try to do all this like studio like stuff, but all I'm gonna do from now on is just raw record. If I heal from my current condition, someone else will take care of all this. And if I don't heal, it doesn't matter how much effort I put into this, is gonna be nothing. So all I have to focus on is myself. That's all I need to focus on. So thank you very much. Namaste. So yeah, so I'm not really what's the term? I'm not ADHD. as much anymore. So yeah, let me I'll begin from the beginning. Satiman, wait, okay. Brahmavancang Ata dasyo shatim Devi Moroshikuliam Sarasvatim Na Savadiam Manu Dashatonam Dashamatama Piatarapiatam. Okay, it says, can you tell me about your background? You seem to have a lot of pain in your voice. Yeah, I had a fight with bunch of people back in 2011, and they they found me afterwards. I guess I won the fight when it happened. They found me 7 years later, and they tortured me to death, and I should have been dead in 2019. They tortured me for 2 years, and I'm still alive. I have missing teeth. If you look at my brain, it's caved in. 'Cause, it's a long story, but it just go to my what is it, about me page. It says I've suffered from a fatal injury, that I should have been dead in 2019. The only reason why I'm alive is because of this Aryan Sanskrit. It's been lost for the last 500 years. The last 3 people who spoke Aryan Sanskrit was Sri Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda and Advaita Acharya Nityananda, Advaita Acharya, and also Srivasa and Gudatara. Those were the only 5 people who spoke Aryan Sanskrit. That's why they're actually distinguished from all the others. And it's been lost since 500 years ago. If they were exposed to, the reason why I say that these 5 people spoke Aryan Sanskrit is because in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's a record of miracles, a record of miracles that Chaitanya performed, records of miracles that Nityananda performed, records of miracles that Advaita Acharya performed, records of miracles that Srivasa performed. These miracles are possible only through Aryan Sanskrit, which, there's a difference between na and nuo. Kurushunuo. It's not Kurushana. Kurushana is spelled differently. You know this. Kurushunuo. And it's not shana, it's shwo. It's not sh, it's shwo. Kurushuno. So whoever did miracles, and if the 6 Goswamis did the miracles, like raising the dead, then they spoke Aryan Sanskrit. And I'll tell you the truth, even Prabhupada didn't speak Aryan Sanskrit. His Sanskrit was gibberish. I was born 6 months after he passed. If you go to my YouTube page post, it has my latest information on who I claim to be. I was born 6 months after Prabhupada passed away. Prabhupada passed away in November 14th, 1977. November 14th, 1977. Once again, November 14th, 1977. I was born in 1978. And if you find any resemblances between Prabhupada and me, then you are not a human being. You're an alpha human being. But 99% of people can tell me, they don't even believe. 99% of people don't even believe in past life. The reason why I say that, and it's all in the YouTube page. If you go to my post, why was Prabhupada born as someone of another ethnicity? If he had stayed in India, he would have been reborn as Indian. But he traveled around the globe 11 times. He saw all people from all nations. Once you have that experience, your karma goes along with it. You've just changed your karma. You're not going to be born as Indian anymore because you went to Korea, you went to China, you went to Japan, you went to US, you went to, Europe, you went to the UK, you went to Poland, you went to Germany, you went to, Ireland, you went to all these places. You're not going to be born as Indian again. You have to accept that. If you go to my YouTube page, I used to be a Hollywood extra. Hollywood extra. Go to my YouTube page. There's my IMDb page there. Go there and come back. And because if somebody doesn't know who I am to begin with, they might talk down on me. That's one thing I'm afraid of. And a lot of people have warned me about that. And I'm getting it now because a lot of people have attacked me because they don't know who I am. And I tell them, I have an IMDb page. I was a SAG-AFTRA extra. That's professional. Less than 0.00001% do this, But I suffered a fatal injury from 2019, and I am no longer an actor since 2019. It's very, very hard for me to say that because when I say that, I want to punish those people who killed me. I should have been dead in 2019. Whether you believe it that or not, or it is really up to you. But I should have been dead in 2019. But go to my channel page. Thank you. You went there. Thank you very much. Namaste. Yeah, people think I'm somebody else. This Korean guy thought I was Chinese or Japanese, and he was attacking me because he felt jealousy. And this is like half the population right now. Let's say like the first class people, there's 1/3 of first class group that are just evil. And the second class group, half of the people are evil. And the third class group, 2/3 of people are evil. That's what we are dealing with here. It's the end times. It really is. You got, I mean, the good people are still the majority, but not by much. That's key. That's my point. The good people are still the majority, but by how much? I'd say it's 51% to 49% right now. So what do I do now? I'm doing exactly what you're seeing. I do this for 10 hours a day. And if you look at my bio, it says I'm healing myself. Now, if you see that I am not hurt, I cannot talk to you. But if you see that I have suffered, and you've mentioned that, I could tell that you're in pain. If you believe that I came back from the dead, then we could talk. I'm still in pain. I'm still, I haven't gotten out of the death spiral yet. If you cut off a head of a chicken, it runs around for a couple of minutes. It runs around. It runs around. It doesn't just die right away. That's me, except that this has gone on for 6 years. No, but you don't. I was physically tortured for 2 years. Physically tortured. Nobody understands when I say this. I was physically tortured for 2 years. I could say this 10 times and people don't get it. You know why? You know why they don't get it? If they associate with that pain, they might be in such a shock. They don't want to. They want to just ignore me. They want to ignore what I've been through. So if I say I came back from being dead, and I should have been dead in 2019. Did you not go to the police? The police, actually, they were against me because this was in the Bronx, and cops don't protect the innocent. Sometimes they go with the gang members, because if the gang members find out where you live, where the judge lives, where the police people live, these people, police officers, these judges are afraid of these people. They're afraid that they're going to come after their family. That's why you hear the news that, this guy got arrested 100 times, but he's still out on the streets because he's been threatening everybody in the law enforcement. Do you have a family? Yeah, my whole family deserted me. I have, but I should really get back into this. But yeah, if you have any important questions, ask me. But you could find all the information on my channel, all the stuff that you asked me. Most of the stuff, anyway. Yeah. But yeah, in order to be able to talk to me like a human being, you have to understand that I came back from the dead, and I am still in the process of coming out of it. That's why you're sensing so much pain from me. But the thing is, 3 months ago, you wouldn't even have sensed it, and I was in more pain back then than I am now. The pain is coming out. It's like coming out of the surface to I guess disappear one day. But in order to make it disappear, you have to face it. You have to sit with it, and then with time, the pain disappears. But yeah, I'm coming back from the dead. I'm coming back from being dead. I should have died in 2019. I should have really, really, really died because of the crime that was committed, violent crime that was committed against me. And to this day, nobody gets it. Like, I think one person got it, and I don't think I ever talked to that person again. That's how serious this matter is. Once you understand what fatal pain is, and that who you're talking to is not really a human being anymore, and my voice doesn't sound that human, and especially when I recite Sanskrit, Aryan Sanskrit, I'm like 60% non-human, So, but yeah, let me get back to my Sanskrit. I have to finish it. So yeah, these are my daily requirements. If I don't do this, I die. Yeah, I can't even stand up for more than half an hour. I can't go anywhere. I could go to the supermarket. I could, take the subway and walk around for less than half an hour. But that's about it. And people don't get it. People think I'm healthy. And I go, wow, like, why are they lying about me? Why are they lying about me? Lie about themselves. I've been through so much, and it's one thing to not believe that I suffered a fatal pain, fatal injury, but it's another thing to say, this guy never suffered it. And people who are like going to the temple, it's not like, if you understand that I've been through a fatal injury, I don't think you would recommend me to go to a temple. You'll tell me to take care of yourself, keep doing what you're doing, and I'm not managing it very well, but I can't talk too much about it. But yeah. If you're jealous of my doing this, are you jealous that I'm doing this every day? By God's will, I'm doing this. And a lot of people are jealous, I guess. So I don't even see that. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, some people are jealous. I don't know who comes across these boards, but like whoever believes that I have not suffered a fatal injury, I don't know who I'm talking to. The whole purpose of my channel is me surviving from my fatal injury. Now, people come up to me without knowing this fact, and it makes me so effing mad. Like, makes me so... You don't even know anything about me. You assume like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things about me, and you're talking to me about your assumptions about me. Hammering down their assumptions. This guy is, he hasn't suffered a fatal injury. He thinks he's Korean. He's not. He doesn't even look Korean. They're hammering in their stupid effing assumptions, and I don't like humans. I love animals. I don't like humans. Humans. I don't like half the humans in this world. Half the humans in this world, I don't like them. Okay, now I get. Okay, thank you. Thank you for acknowledging it. It's just nobody acknowledges. I tell people I suffered a fatal injury. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And they ask me. They have the audacity to ask me afterwards. Why are you doing this? Did I just tell you I've suffered a fatal injury and I'm healing myself utilizing the yoga system? It's in my channel. Like, it's in my channel. You could read it. But no, that's that. It's the story of my life here. But yeah, I guess people are very that explains. People are so full. They can't like. That's why half the people in this world, they're completely spiritually blind, and that's an understatement. Half the people in this world are completely spiritually blind, and that's an understatement. Some of them are just downright murderers and rapists. And we have a percentage of that. We didn't have that before, but now we have a percentage. That's why, I think God's gonna intervene, because, once like the murderers and rapists have a percentage, we're like, oh, 13% of the population are murderers and rapists. Yeah, that's when God intervenes. So, okay, here we go. I'm gonna finish. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for understanding. It's not easy talking about myself, and once again, the major reason is I went through fatal injury. Not even my parents believe me, because they have an agenda. So, thank you very much. Namaste. Sorry for my, it's hard for me to express myself. That's why I don't really talk. Real actors, they don't talk about themselves. Like, this is the extent I could talk about myself now, and a lot of anger. But I don't usually talk about myself, so I don't like being asked personal questions. But thank you very much. Namaste. Satim 비아다야 셔르는 바는 또 라크빔 꿀발타가 흐바람 비가 히야가 타감은 피람 나 비두스 따뜻지길 수 있다무 때 요가마야야 라브타파라메스 투야 마호다야무 프로주허 브란잘라요 비브라허 브라허르슈투허 고쇼피따뜨 바짜허 무셔녀 우주허 나 바얌 파가바는 비드마스타반 대반 지킬 수 있다무 그릇도 메누그라 하시자티 야다티아쿠쇼허 브라파셔테 브라흐마노여시야 파람다이밤 브라흐마노허 kilate 프라포 비프라노 데바데바남 파가바나 뜨마다이바타무 뜨바뜨따흐 사나타노 달모 라쿠슈요테 다노피스타방 달마시아 파라모 구히요 밀비깡로 파바는마따흐 따라는 띠 히안자성아 모르띠움 데브르뜨땅아 야다누그라하트 요기나흐 사 파바는 김 스바다누그루 히야나 스바다누그루 히야땅 야트파라이흐 얌빠이 비푸띠루빠야 디아누 벨라마니아이 랄타 틀피흐 비푸띠루빠야 디아누 벨라마니아이 랄타 티피흐 얌빠이 비푸띠루빠야 디아누 벨라마니아이 랄타 비푸띠루빠야 디아누 벨라마니아이 랄타 티흐 스바시라성아 트르타빠다레누흐 타니알 삐땅은 크리투라시 나바다마탐노 록감 마투브라타 파테리밤 까마야나 야스담 비비크타짜리타이라 누발타마남 나티아드리야트 파라마파가 바타 파라상은가흐 나티아드리야트 파라마파가 바타 나티아드리야트 파라마파가 바타 파라상은가흐 나티아드리야트 파라마파가 바타 파라상은가흐 상뜨밤 뜨비자누 파타눔 Dvijanu Bunio Santavam Dvijanu Patapunio Dvijanu Patapunuya Rajaha Puni Santavam Dvijanupang Dvijanupang Dvijanu Patapunuya Rajaha Punitaha Shri Vatasalakosama Gimagan Pagapajana Sitabama Pagapajana Sitabama Talmasiyantem Bhagavata Satri Gui Bhagavata Satri Yoga Tari Piha Savaiha Tada Pishichara Charam Tada Pishichara Charamidam Divija Devan Divija Devatal Tam Divija Devat Divija Devat Divija Devatal Divija Devat Divija Devatal Divija Devatal Tam Nunam Prutam Tada Pikanti Rajasatamashichang Satatavana no Paradayang Tanuvan Nirasiyam Na Devam Devijotamakulam Yadi Ha Temagopam Goputang Purushaha Sabaihanwena Sa Su Nuratanam Dalhyevan Sangankushuyati Shivasatama Deva Panantang Lokograhi Shuyo Durasho Lokograhi Shuyo Durasho Pasyang Hi Tata Pramanam Tatatena Pishitamivan Satatavan Nitel Vitit Soho Satatavan Nitel Satatavan Nitel Vitit Soho Kushwemam Janayam Nija Shakati Pirudu Tritareha Nija Shakati Pirudu Nija Shakati Pirudu Tritareha Naitan Batan Duriatipang Duriatipatal Batan Visheba Paituho Dejaho Kushatam Devavanatasiyam Sante Binodaha Yam Banayoldamatisham Yam Banayoldamatisham Pavanan Pitate Puratatim Nu Van Tadanu Manamahi Nilviali Kamam Asama Supan Yan Uchiton Triatam Sa Tanundo Yena Gasao Vayamayo Kushami Mahi Vayamayo Kushamahi Gelebishweno. Oh, I need to check this. I think I read it right. Why am I checking it? I don't know. It's 16 16 25. Oh. Yeah, I said it right. Why did I check it? I don't know. Shri Bhagavan Upanishad Etang Suretaragatim Pratipadiam Sadhyaha Samrampa Samanpurata Samadhya Nubadata Yoga Samrampa Samanpurata Samadhya Samrampa Samanpurata Samadhya Nubadata Yoga. One more. Samrampa Samanpurata Samadhya Nubadata Yoga. Puyaha Sakashamupaya Syata Ashu Yopaha Shapo Mayaivan Nimitastada Vaitam Vipraha Brahmuvanjam 아타 때 문화요 들으셨더반 나야나 나는 다 파자나무 바이꾸는 탐 따다 티슈터남 비꾸는 탐짱 스바야문 뿌라파무 파가바는 땀 파리끄라미엄 브라노이 바띠아 누마니아짱 파르티자그무허 브라무디땅허 샴사는 또 바이시너빔 시리야무 파가바나누가하 파가바나누가바하 야땀 마 팔실더마스투 샤마 샤무 브라흐마 때자흐 사말토피 하는 똠 내주체 마땀 뚜메 에따트 뿌라이반 닐디슈땀 라마양 그르드타양 야당 뿌라 빠바리땅 드바리 비샤는띠 마이요빵 라떼 마이 삼람은 파요게나 디스티리아 브라하마 헬라나무 파라티에 쇼여땀 파라티에 쇼여땀 니깡샴메 까레나를 비야상 뿌나흐 드방허 스타바디시아 파가바는 비마나 쉐레노이 푸쇼이땀 비마나 쉐레노이 푸쇼노무 살방티샤야양 라그시미양 주실땀 스밤 티슈누야마 비샤트 땅뚜 길바너러셔포 길바너러셔파오 두스따라드 타리 로카타흐 하타시리야오 브라흐마샤 바다푸담 비가타스마야오 따당 비꾸는 터티쇼농 뜻다열 니빠 따마나요흐. Wow, man. Okay, almost finished. 4 shlokas left. 따당 비꾸는 터티쇼농 뜻다열 니빠 따마나요흐. 비꾸는 터티쇼농 뜻다열 니빠 따마나요흐. 하하가로 마하나시드 비마나 그리예슈 부트라카흐 따베바 히아투나 브라브타우 바샤다 브라바라우 하레흐 디텔자트라 닐비슈탐 가시아밤 대장 오를바노무 다요라수라요라디앙 대자성 사마열히 마흐 구쇼이프담 대장 에딸히 파가밤 세타드 비티트 사티 비시반시안 야흐 스티티라 요드 파바 헤뚜라디오 스티티라요드 파바 헤뚜라디오 요게시바라이라피 두라티아 야요가마 야흐 구쇼에만 비타시아티 사노 파가밤 스트리아티샤흐 따트라스마디야비 무르샤나 따트라스마디야비 무르샤나 까 기야니할타흐 이티 시리마드 바가바테 마하푸라노에 파라마함시양 사미땅양 도르티야스가는테 쇼더쇼티야야흐. Alright, that was rough. Shouldn't have taken an hour, but I think I talked a lot too. Right, thank you again. Namaste. I'm gonna read the translation. It's not too bad. I just wanna. Okay. Discourse 16. Brahma continued. The Lord who has his abode in Vaikuntha joyfully received the foregoing words of those sages who had taken a vow of devotion and extolled him, and spoke the following words. The Lord said, These attendants of mine, Jaya and Vijaya by name, have committed a great offense against you, ignoring me. The punishment that has been meted out to them by you who are so devoted to me is approved of by me, O good sages, inasmuch as the offense against you constitutes an affront to me. The Brahmana sages, inasmuch as the Brahmana is my highest deity, and the disrespect that has been shown to you by my own people, I take it as an offense committed by myself. Hence I crave your forgiveness for the same on this occasion. On a servant doing a wrong, the world blames his master, and disrepute thus brought to him tarnishes his fair name, even as white leprosy disfigures the skin. The whole world down to the pariah is immediately purified by a dip taken through the ear into the nectar of my unsullied glory. But it is from you that I have derived this highly sanctifying renown. Therefore, irresistible as I am, I will not hesitate to lop off my own arm if its conduct is found hostile to you. Because of my services to you, the dust of my lotus feet has become so sacred that it immediately wipes out all sin, and I have acquired a disposition on account of which Shri leaves me not, even though I have no attachment to her. While others, so many parentheses, observe sacred vows for securing even a sidelong glances from her. I do not enjoy the oblations offered by the sacrificer in a sacrifice through the sacrificial fire, which is one of my own mounts, with the same relish as I eat the delicacies overflowing with ghee through the mouth of the Brahmana, who, having dedicated the consequences of his actions to me, is ever satisfied and relishes every morsel he takes. The power of my Yogamaya is infinite and unobstructed, and the water in which my feet have been washed quickly sanctifies all the three worlds, along with Lord Shiva. Yet even I bear on my crown the holy dust of the Brahmana's feet, who would not, under the circumstances, bear with them. The Brahmanas, the cows, and defenseless creatures are my own bodies. The vulture-like messengers of Yama, the god of punishment appointed by me, were furious as serpents, angrily tear with their bills those who look upon these as distinct from me, the faculty of judgment having been impaired by that sin. On the other hand, they captivate my heart, who, with a gladdened heart and with their lotus face, enlivened by a nectar-like smile, respect the Brahmanas, even though they utter harsh words, looking upon them as my own selves, and pacify them by praising them in loving words, even as a son would appease an angry father, or as I am pacifying you. The servants of mine thus trespassed against you without knowing the mind of their master. I shall therefore deem it a favor done to me if you so ordain that, reaping the fruit of their transgression, they may return to my presence soon, that the term of their exile from my abode may expire before long. Brahma continued. Even though the sages have been bitten by the serpent of anger, their soul was not sated with hearing the Lord's lovely and illuminating speech, which was like a series of manantras. Though brief, the Lord's excellent speech was difficult to comprehend because of its momentous import, and was most profound in significance. The sages heard it with wide open ears and pondered it as well. Yet they could not understand what he intended doing. The Brahmanas were all the same extremely delighted to behold him and experienced a thrill all over their body. They then spoke to the Lord, who had revealed the mighty glory of his supreme divinity through his Yogamaya. The sages said, O self-effulgent Lord, we are unable to know what you contemplate doing, for even though the ruler of all, you speak of favor done to you. A friend and well-wisher of the Brahmanas as you are, it is but natural for you to believe that the Brahmana is your supreme deity. The fact, however, is that the Lord is the self and the deity of not only the Brahmanas, but even of the gods of gods. The eternal religion has proceeded from you, and the same is protected by you, your manifestations. The same is protected by your manifestations. Nay, you alone are recognized as the immutable goal as well as the secret of Taima. I hate these parentheses words, man. Like he's trying to explain it because I guess he doesn't know Sanskrit. By your grace, the yogis treading the path of Nivrodhiti are easily able to cross the ocean of birth and death. How then can you be favored by others? Lakshmi, the dust of whose feet is borne by others, but seekers of wealth on their head, waits upon you at the appointed hours as though anxious to secure a place in the abode. of the king of bees, who hovers on the fresh wreath of tulasi leaves offered at your feet by some blessed devotee. Excessively fond as you are of your greatest devotees, you have no great regard for Lakshmi, even though she offers you her faultless services. Adorned as you are by a number of adorable virtues, how can the dust of the roads trodden and hallowed by the feet of the Brahmanas, or the mark of Shri Vatasa on your breast and lend? Sorry, what the heck am I reading? Excessively fond as you are of your greatest devotees, you have no regard for Lakshmi, even though she offers you her faultless services. Adorned as you are by a number of adorable virtues, how can the dust of the roads trodden and hallowed by the feet of the Brahmanas, or the mark of Shri Vatasa on your breast lend sanctity to you, or how could you accept them as ornaments? O Lord, in the form of Taima, you are manifest in all the three sages. O Lord, in the form of Taima, you are manifest in all the three ages, and as such you protect with your 3 feet. Oh, this parenthesis. the parentheses go on for like 2 lines. So you can't figure it out what we're supposed to be reading next. Stupid people. O Lord, in the form of Taima, you are manifest in all the 3 ages, and as such you protect with your 3 feet. And 3 lines in parentheses. This universe, consisting of animate and inanimate things, for the sake of the gods and the Brahmanas, kindly drive away by your personality, which consists of pure Sattva and is the bestower of all blessings, the elements of Rajas and Tamas in us, inimical as they are to virtue. If you who are Taima personify cease to protect the Brahmana race, and parentheses again, stupid parentheses, which deserves to be protected by you through loving worship and polite words, the blessed path talked up by you, O Lord, will forthwith disappear from the world. For the people will accept as their standard that conduct of yours, who are the Supreme Person. This can never be to your liking, for you, being the storehouse of Sattva, are ever intent on doing what is good to the people and uproots. This can never be to your liking, for you, being the storehouse of Sattva, are ever intent on doing what is good to the people and uproot the enemies of virtue through the agency of kings that represent your power. Since you are the suzerain lord of all the 3 worlds and the protector of the whole universe, your glory is not at all diminished by your mere stooping down. I hate these parentheses. Your glory is not at all diminished by your mere stooping down in the parentheses. It's stupid. For that is a mere sport on your part. Nay, we accord our hearty approval to any other punishment that you may have to choose. We accord our hearty approval to any other punishment that you may choose to inflict on them, O Universal Lord, or to any subsistence you may be pleased to confer on them, or you may mete out to us any punishment that may be suitable for us, since we have pronounced a curse against your innocent servants. The Lord replied, know that the imprecation uttered by you was ordained by myself, O holy Brahmanas. Therefore, being born before long into the demoniac species and firmly united in thought with me through concentration of mind intensified by anger, they will return to my presence shortly afterwards. Brahman continued, having seen Lord Vishnu, who was so delight to the eyes, and his self-effulgent abode Vaikunthwa, the sages now went round the Lord and prostrated themselves before them, and then taking leave of him, they returned extremely delighted, applauding his divine splendor. The Lord then said to his attendants, depart, but fear not, may all be well. Though capable of nullifying the Brahmana's curse, I would not do so. On the contrary, it has my approval. It has already been pronounced by Rama, who was angry with you when you, on a previous occasion, stopped her entry at the door while I was buried in my yoga nidra. Absent from the sin of insulting the Brahmanas by concentrating your thought on me through anger, you shall return to my presence not long afterwards. Having thus instructed his gatekeepers, the Lord entered his abode, adorned with rows of palaces and possessed of an all-surpassing splendor. As a result of the Brahmana's curse, which was not easy to escape, the 2 attendants of the Lord, the foremost of the gods, lost their splendor, and their pride too was gone, even as they were about to fall from the realm of Sri Hari. When they actually began to fall from the realm of Lord Vishnu. A loud outcry was raised by the occupants of the principal area cars, O dear sons. It is those two principal attendants of Shri Hari that have now entered the powerful seat of Kashyapa deposited in the womb of Diti. It is by the glory of these twin asuras that your glory has been eclipsed, and it is the Lord himself who is keen to do all this at this juncture. The Lord who is the controller of the three gunas, nay, who is responsible for the creation, preservation, and dissolution of the universe, and whose yogamaya cannot be easily understood even by masters of yoga. That most ancient person alone will come to our rescue. What purpose can be served in this behalf by our deliberation on the subject? Thus ends the 16th discourse in Book 3 of the great and glorious Bhagavata Purana, otherwise known as the Paramamsa Samhita. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm gonna finish this here. Namaste.